So for the constructivism homework project this week, I did we had to do a storybook, and I did a storybook on best friends and how best friends kind of teach each other. They teach each other valuable skills and how to learn. So the name of my book is Best Friends Know Best. I'm going to kind of read this and then maybe try to explain things as I go along. In a land far, far away lived the best friends of Fantasy World. They loved to chat about various topics. I love how you problem solve, Leo, Lizzie said. Oh, you know me. I love to use my critical thinking skills, Leo boasted. Watching you use your skills helped in math class today, exclaimed Lizzie. When we put on our thinking coats, we can solve countless issues, Leo responded. The best friends of Fantasy World are learning constructivism, transfer of knowledge, and situated learning. So they're learning that when you do critical thinking and you do problem solving, everything else becomes just a little bit easier. And that's constructivism so far. See, this book says we are doing exactly what we are supposed to be doing. We are collaborating. And then you have all the animals around talking and collaborating, said Mr. Hare. But I thought we were supposed to be communicating, said Mrs. Fox. The owl hoots in, "Whoo, collaborating and communicating is constructivism, my friend. It is the same thing. It is, in order to have effective communication skills, you have to collaborate and discuss things and talk about things." Jan sat in a branch and read all the prior knowledge she could about constructivism. She knew that Mr. Fox was not about to wake up, so she read on without him. And knowing about prior knowledge also helps with this constructivism, is part of this constructivism theory. The more prior knowledge you have, the easier it becomes to problem solve. I understand this book to be telling that meaningful context and prior knowledge solidifies problem solving. Oh, I can't wait to tell Mr. Fox. And she read on while her best friend snoozed. Suki and Hiroko enjoyed their biking adventures and talked about what they learned in school today. Mr. So told us that what we learn in one class can apply to another class at school. Did you know that, Hiroko? Suki asked Hiroko as she pushed her on her bike. Yes, I learned that the writing skills I learned in my writing class, I can also use in my social studies class. Mr. Kito taught us that it is called near transfer knowledge, and if I wanted to use the knowledge in a real life experience, it would be called far transfer of knowledge. Sailor Tom yells out to little Jimmy, "Remember your explicit teaching the other day from your gym teacher and come back on board, Jimmy." So basically, what he learned in class, he needs to use it so he doesn't get ate up or he can swim better, he doesn't get ate up by the shark and drowned in the water. So apply the gym knowledge that he learned. Metaphorically, we are the same, my elf child. I learned that if we love each other enough, then our hearts can be the same, said Bambi. I think that could be an analogy, dear. But I understand, said elf child. So they're just kind of going back and forth, teasing back and forth about analogies and metaphorically how we can learn. If we say something metaphorically, sometimes it can stick in our heads a little bit better if we compare it to something else. All creatures of Fantasyland are my best friends. No two are alike, and I learn from each of them. They give me the tree of knowledge, generalizations, and I grow and spread the wisdom, generalizations, and I spread the wisdom for all to problem solve and collaborate. Sometimes if we take things and just kind of break them down into smaller pieces, they're easier for people to understand. I can't wait to see Johnny today and show him all the hard work I did today with making snowmen, Jill thought to herself. She was hired as an intern to make snowmen in the snow factory. She is learning so much through this cooperative education experience that she can't wait to tell Johnny about this awesome real-world experience. Maybe Johnny will come here with me tomorrow. What do you think, Mr. Snowman? Ha 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 ha. So cooperative education is when like you learn on the job. You learn as you go. You learn as you're doing things. Oh, the bill needs to hurry up. I've learned that knowledge is acquired through situations. So if we don't get through this crowd quickly, then we will be stuck in it for longer than we can afford with time, Erica said worriedly. So real world knowledge is what this one's about, and basically learning from what's around you, that she's been there before and done that. So she's telling her friend, hey, we need to hurry up because we're going to be stuck here for a long time. The next one, my dearest best friend, I have learned so much socially from you. How can I help you with your sorrow? Rachel said sadly. Keep learning from me, and I will continue to facilitate a positive learning environment for you, Shira explained. You and I are best friends, and our friendship is unique. I facilitate learning, and you gain social strength. They're helping each other out. One is not feeling so accepted and needs some support, and they're learning from each other in the way that they're supporting each other, and it's situational learning. So situated learning and critical thinking is much like constructivism, asked Donald. Did you learn anything from the magic pot, Donald? Asked Bertha. Constructivism was Fantasyland's hot topic today. So your answer is yes. So this one also is kind of talking about the learning as a result of the social process. So that's what I've learned today.